Says that we're live, which is probably true. Okay, so who wants to give us a recap?
Uh, let's see. I can do the recap, I guess.
Spiders. The recap
Yeah,
is
the recap
spiders.
is we're fighting spiders.
We're looking for that what's her name? Who works for the other guy?
Sam. We're looking
and
for
then
Sam.
we came to this forest area and we saw a house and we looked in a window. We were like, oh, we should find the door. And we looked for the
Yeah.
door for like 6 hours. And then we found the door because it was hard to see on the map. And then Al walked in and was like, "Hey guys, there's a spider party," and here we are in the middle of a spider party.
As good a rendition of that as can be expected. Kyle, getting inspiration.
Yes.
Now,
my first
Yvonne, do
time
it in
ever.
monologue form. Do your job, Yvonne. Monologue form. Go.
Delegating is good. I have the other notes that we didn't talk about, which was bringing the dwarf and the rowdy neighbor in for the 72-hour hold, and Al getting threatened by Anastasia Martins and telling him that we were all going to die. Did she say we were all going to die? I meant to ask this because I wasn't sure. Did she say we were all going to die, or did she say you are going to die?
You is what
Oh, okay.
No, we don't need to worry about that then.
Okay, fine. Yeah, spider party. He got it.
Okay, well, in that case, why don't we start at the top of the initiative of round 3, which means that it's your boy's turn here, and he's going to go ahead and give Nate a nibble.
Oh, weird. On me, it shows Nave going first. Is that not right?
Oh, here.
Oh, look at that.
No.
That giant wolf spider is on a 22. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, these things are hidden, then they should not be. Okay.
Oh wait, do I?
All right.
Ooh, it's a lot of spiders.
Spider lunges.
Ah.
And attacks. Normal. And fails miserably.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, don't you know?
Oh yeah.
That guy's dead, so that makes it Knave's turn.
All right. All the ones right in front of me are still alive, right?
Correct.
Are any of them injured yet?
I don't believe so. Oh wait, yeah,
Say
this
one
one
of them
is.
got hit with my
No,
chaos.
Okay.
I think.
I'm gonna hit that one again.
Very good. You're giant, and you've got your blood magic on, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I do. It actually, I didn't realize this until last week. It lasts until I take a short rest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
So what do I get for the being embiggened again?
Advantage on strength checks and saves, and extra D4 damage to your weapon attack.
Just a D4 damage. Okay.
You are currently restrained.
Yes, in a web.
Right. But wait. Oh, so does that mean I can't attack, or
no? You can attack. You just can't move. And then the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. You have disadvantage on attack rolls.
And they get advantage on you.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I should probably try to break free then. Okay, so I will try to break free, and that's a strength check, correct?
Yes. Let me double check that. It's a DC 12 strength check as an action. Yeah. So, and you have advantage on that roll.
And I have advantage on that.
You do.
Oof.
You just made it.
Wow. Apparently I needed that advantage. My God, man.
Yeah. So you got to move and a bonus action.
I do. Excuse me. I just don't remember my bonus actions. Did that one. I could go werewolf, but I'm not. And it doesn't really make sense to move because I got that high ass AC. So I'm just gonna stay here and do what I'm supposed to do and tank some spiders.
Dokul dokul.
Tank him in the face.
All right, web does not refresh.
Have I
Oh,
mentioned
good.
that I hate those dice?
This guy goes.
You hate those dice because they roll low for you, or?
No, because they look awful.
They do look awful. I agree. But I don't have
I
to use
can
them.
never tell what was actually rolled. There's just
Not that bad.
It's moving to flank us.
All right, and that's where it ends its
oh
turn.
hi,
Oh, hi, friend.
it's
Excellent.
Henry.
All right. Where's this guy?
Where the heck is my character sheet? Oh, here we go.
This spider skitters off elsewhere. This spider right here is going to bite Nave.
Go for it. Oh, it doesn't have an. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
It misses because I am
Those-
bad. And then this guy right here is going to bite Al.
Okay. Oh,
That's a
Ooh.
critical hit.
okay.
Ah, the damage is low. That's
5
good.
damage.
Double twos feels pretty good.
And Casey, make me a DC saving throw. A DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Okay. On the left, Constitution. This button. This button. No. This button. There we go. Sorry. Normal. Oh,
Oof.
Very sad.
okay. What does that mean?
It
Avoid crit.
means that you take 6 poison damage.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what it means.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I saw I thought was a good house rule on the TikToks about critical hits and how it sucks if you crit and then you roll like 2 1s for damage or something. And the way that these guys did it is your second die is always maxed out.
Yeah, that's how we used to do it, isn't it? Where it does max damage plus a.
That's a 4th edition roll.
I
Is
see.
that what it is? Okay.
It was like max on the first die and then roll a second.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see.
I borrowed that for our Tomb game.
Yeah, I like that. Was a cool rule.
Well, for now we're just gonna play it straight. But we'll.
Oh yeah.
No,
for
I
sure.
mean that's fine. I just because you crit it. Oh,
Right.
Henry.
And it was
ow.
sad. All right, Yvonne, it is your turn.
Doubles everything.
Okay, Yvonne is going to cast Ray of Frost at this one because Yvonne doesn't want to get hit by that thing. And let me just move this down here since I now know that I can put things on the bar down here. Okay, now why isn't it working?
It is working.
Oh, did I roll just 3 different attacks? Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see. It put it in the chat, and then I have to do. Okay, so attack. Let's just do it. Do we do it regular, or do we give Steve the opportunity to make things complicated? Let's just do it regular for right now.
Oof.
Not like that. Should have made it complicated.
What did you just freeze?
Nothing.
Or were you even
The
shooting
This
at?
fire.
wall?
This spider to the left.
Oh, okay,
This guy.
gotcha.
Just blast the wall. It's the line of
Right.
frost.
So the giant spider turns the corner. Yvonne squeaks. It fires off a panic shot.
I'm.
Sorry.
I have a bonus and a move left. Justice, I'm bite-sized, so that one's all you.
Wait, what?
Move
What did I
behind you.
miss?
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking of justice, I believe it's your turn.
Did you miss the spider, the super humongous spider over here?
yeah, I did.
Yeah, there's a super humongous spider over there. It's all you. I was trying to help.
Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, I see it. Okay. Okay. What do I want to do then? Let's start with Boldening Bond. And now I want Knave and Al to have work together and bolster each other's fightiness and ability checks and everything because it's pretty
Well
cool.
bonded.
And then bonus action.
You-
On basically every roll, or is it one time?
No, for like
For
10
10
minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So
That's super-
everything.
that's a
for
great
10
ability.
minutes.
As a bonus action, as a reminder, you still have your weapon inside, your spiritual weapon.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And so I will wing my trident, not pitchfork, at the spider that it's nearest to. Let me see if it's still up here somewhere where I can just click the button to attack with it. Oh my goodness.
That's one you might want to put on your hotbar.
I don't know how to do that.
I think
You
drag.
left click and hold on where the die is, and you slide it down onto that 1 through 0 bar down at the bottom of your screen.
I'm gonna need you to say that again, but
We can worry about it later. It's fine.
That's going to be a hit.
Oh.
I'm gonna do all the things right now.
Everybody's doing that now. I forgot that was a thing you could do.
Yeah.
What's the thing you can do?
What you were
Macros.
just talking about.
Oh yeah, the macros. Yeah, that's super handy.
Boom.
boom.
Bleh. All right, so your trident flashes down, pins the spider in front of Knave to the ground. It squeals and shudders as it dies. I think you have a move action left.
I'll stay where I am.
Okie doke. Al, you're getting bit, son.
Yeah.
Oh my god, not
No.
rolls like
Not
that.
like that. Not like that.
You do get a.
All right, it's this
Nope.
guy. He's, as a reminder, he's actually above this guy on the ceiling.
Mhm.
Also attacking you. Oh my god.
Rolling like fire, Steven.
Crit.
This guy is actually...
Where's he going?
Leaving.
Okay.
He's like dragging his back leg. Like this spider is really, really messed up. And it kind of like drags Iker behind it, with its broken legs as it squeezes its disgusting bulbous abdomen through a break in the wall over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Keep doing that on accident. And that makes it Al's turn.
Okay. I will target this guy right here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna add my D4 to this attack.
Yeah, you
with
are.
him.
That'll hit. That'll
Make
hit.
it 24.
Yeah. Still hits, Case. Yeah.
Damage, normal damage, and we shall reduce its speed by 10. I slash at its legs.
All right. You ding it. It screeches at you, but it is still alive.
Ah,
Knave, it is your turn.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go for this other one that's right in front of me.
Sounds good.
I'm
That
gonna
one.
go grab a beer.
So I get an extra 1d4 because of the teammate thing.
Yep.
That'll hit.
And then damage, and I get an extra 1d4 because I'm embiggened.
Correct.
Yep.
And then you also get an additional D4 because you're enraged.
Yep. We're the nickel and dime crew over here.
So I get 2d4.
Plus 2 defer. Not like
It's
that.
not great, but it's 9 damage,
It-
and one of it was lightning.
Very good. All right, you likewise slash at the spider. All right, it's this guy's
And
turn.
that's it. That's gonna be it for me.
This web does not refresh.
Good.
It runs up on Justice and bites. Ooh, that'll hit.
Ooh.
Silver barbs.
Silver Babs.
How many of
Silver
those? How many
barbs.
of those do you have left? Oh my god.
Let's see. How many spell slots do I have left? Doop-a-doop-a-doo. 2 level 1 and 2 level 2. This fight has been expensive.
I'm surprised
Now
you
I
have
have
that.
1 level 1
All right.
and 2 level 2.
Okie doke. So he will roll to
So you
attack.
can silvery
again.
barbs any attack roll.
Pretty much. That's
Mother-
more like it, Steven.
Mother of
Nice.
damn.
You can see it, I think.
And I will give advantage to Knave and say, behind you!
Ah,
All right. Stupid silvery barbs. All right. Oh, that's him. That's him. Knave, the one you just hit, attempts to flee.
Okay,
Owl,
I get a.
Knave, you can both take attacks opportunity should you so desire.
Oh, I desire.
I'll let Nave go first.
Fair enough. That is going to hit.
Good.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to add my D4 extra damage. That's okay. Never mind.
All right, Knave, you it tries to run and you just squish it. Just Icar, your giant sword slashes down with a flash of lightning and this thing explodes. It's pretty disgusting. This
You're
guy,
welcome.
Al, he's going to attack you. He's
Yeah.
going for it. Nah, God, wow, rolling hot fire.
Okay.
And then it too will try and run away.
Aha, see? Now I will make my attack.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Okay. Normal plus the D4.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I didn't
Oh
add
my
the
god.
4.
All right.
Oh.
Well.
No.
Bleh. Smish, smash, smosh. Yvonne, it's your turn.
Yvonne is gonna cast Ray of Frost on this one over here.
Okay.
There's that, and that, and that.
That'll hit.
Oh, good. 4 normal damage for 3 points of cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn. And then Yvonne is going to fly 20 feet into the air.
Very good.
Just hope he doesn't web you.
And move over here.
Okie doke. Justice, it's your turn.
Okay. Um, I am going to. The hell, Benna?
Dog.
I think my dog's hungry. But first, oh, we're almost done. Okay, I will attack the Spidey right in front of me, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, why not? Let's just do this. Guiding bolt.
So if you use that, you have disadvantage because you're using a ranged
it's too
spell in
close.
melee. Yeah, just so you know.
Fine. Okay. I'll use it on the other Spidey then. And then
Which one?
let's do oh
I guess the
scrolling is
only one you
hard.
could, I guess you could, yeah.
I can do either. Are these two the only ones left over here?
This
These little
one,
dudes?
this one, and that one.
I didn't see the third one.
If you can move here, you might be able to see.
Right.
Yeah, there's one
Right.
But
here,
there's a,
here, and
but
here.
there's a rock here, so I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be, the rock would be considered difficult terrain.
Okay.
But, I mean, you've got the
So
movement.
what can I see right now?
Hold
We-
on. I'm trying to figure that out. It looks like technically you can actually see all three of them because the corner, the corner of your square can see both of these guys. Line of
Okay.
sight rules being what they are.
So I will attack the farthest away one with guiding bolt.
Okay. That'll hit. Yeah.
Get exploded, spider.
It's gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dead. Overkill.
Bolt is so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's an incredibly good spell.
It's like the secondary effect never works because if it hits, it
explodes.
explodes
Yeah.
something.
All right. And I don't remember how far I can move this
I think the sword can
weapon.
move 30 feet.
Spiritual
I-
weapon.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that.
Spiritual weapon. Where
Usually
is
20 or 30 feet.
on a hit, 20 feet.
20 feet.
As a bonus action, you can move it 20 feet and attack another creature.
Cool.
Okay. I can get to the big one if it wants to, right? I guess it can't because it can't take the same space that
Knave's
Knave
in.
occupies.
Correct.
Okay. I'll go swing it at the last little guy then.
This guy in here.
Yes.
Okay. Just move it over here for now, because that's what we're doing. And go ahead and swing it. That'll hit. and there's my very good chance it'll kill him. So
Yeah, I need to figure out that thing to make the
Yeah, I'll.
rolling faster. If we take a break, you can just come down and help me fix
I'm just
that
gonna come
up.
down in between turns. It's fine. Actually, I could
Okay.
probably do it now because I don't go for a while, so I'll come down in a second and show you how to.
well, in a staggering display of just absolute effing overkill, your guy's cleric Kamehameha waves one of them, and then flings her magic trident through the air and pins the other one to the ceiling.
Not a pitchfork.
Hashtag.
Hashtag.
Not a pitchfork. Just absolutely destroys these two guys. That guy's not doing anything. Al, it's your turn. There's a room full of dead spiders.
But I can reach this guy. Yes.
Yeah,
Probably?
you can
Yeah,
reach him. He might get. I'm not doing a ranged attack. Yeah, you can reach him. It's fine. No problem. I was like, does he get cover? Yeah, probably not.
Let's just do this. And we'll add that D4 again.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's okay. Yeah, okay. You hit him.
Okay. And then normal damage with an extra D4. Wah wah.
Well, not the world's best damage, but a solid blow nonetheless.
Yeah.
Sorry, you've got a move and a bonus action left.
I do reduce its speed.
Okay.
I don't really know where to go. I'll just go over here and investigate. I don't know where that other spider went.
Okay.
See if I can pop in.
Oh,
As I can go.
chasing down that other Spidey. Nice.
Stomping through dead spiders.
Oops.
Stomp, stomps, crunch, crunch. Flash. Squish.
You still get your 30 feet bonuses for this turn.
Okay, Knave.
All right. Well, I'm gonna turn around and go after this big old boy.
Yep. Yeah.
Woof.
That's still a hit.
All right.
Good thing. Oof.
It's
You get to add an
alive.
extra. You get to add extra D4 because you're large.
He did that already.
did.
Oh, he did that?
Yeah,
Okay.
D4 because he's large, D4 because of lightning. That's the plus 2D4.
Oh,
Alright, you got a bonus and a move left.
Do that. Ignore
I'm
me.
good.
I'm just
Let it
looking
try
at
to
you.
attack me instead
Oh,
of my
situation.
safety friends.
Alright, well, let's see. Nope, not like that. Sack of crap. Alright, it's going to try and bite Knave.
Oh, it's not my turn.
Oh my god, does a 19 hit?
Yeah, 19 does hit.
Whoops. Gosh. He hits you for 8 and make me a DC 11 Constitution save.
Tone. Do I get a D4 on this?
You do.
You do.
No, because it's only once per turn. It says that bonus applies.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
not
not less. I see. They stack. That's why that's the thing that
Nope.
differentiates it.
That's a big no.
Oh.
Dang, son. Oh my god. Alright, so he takes 6 poison damage.
And then 8 regular damage.
And then 8 regular damage. So 14 damage total.
All right. Well,
Dang.
that hurt.
Yeah, that's that poison sucks.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I thought there was another spider. I was like, wait, there's another spider! It's hiding
Yep.
in the trees!
Yep,
You're
Justice,
outside.
you're getting attacked by a spider.
Don't do it.
Oh, it's a
shit.
critical
Ooh.
hit.
Silvery barbs?
No.
Let me take it.
For
Because Steve's
5.
gonna roll 2 2s, so we can always count on Steven.
And make me a DC 11 con save. I've been rolling hot fire this entire combat. Hot
Roll
fire.
2 crits.
Yeah, that did like 3 damage. Like it did. I think it did 10 damage total on the crits.
Yeah, you rolled 2 2s last time too.
Yeah. So. Oh, critical success. So you are not
nice.
poisoned. I was like, maybe I'll redeem myself with the damage roll with the poison. No, I won't. So it gets its fangs in you, rears up, and you're like, "Ow, you sack of crap!" And that's about as far as it goes. It's Yvonne's turn.
All right, Yvonne's gonna Ray of Frost this one that's right here below him that just hit his friend. Well, friend, work associate.
Coworker. Colleague.
That'll hit.
Normal damage. Roll higher. Nope. 1 point of cold damage. Suck on them apples.
How's about them apples? All right, you got a bonus and a move.
My move, I'll fly over here, I guess. I don't know. Oh, won't let me move. Oh, that's because I'm doing the thing Steve was doing yesterday.
Haha! I did that earlier this evening also.
And that's all I got.
Very good. Justice, you're flanked by spiders. This is a really bad day by any standard.
Okay, right.
Oops. Sorry.
What
Ignore
are
me.
boy?
Nope, don't do that either. How do I just measure? Oh, that's what I have to do.
Doing what I did. Doing what Bob did. Pressing the wrong goddamn button. That's what you're doing.
Can I reach Knave's oversized body from where I am?
You cannot touch him.
Okay.
Yes.
There is a wall in the way between you two.
Can I fly over the wall?
Oh,
You cannot. There is a ceiling.
No.
Good question, though.
Bust through the ceiling.
Can I fly over the spider and through the door?
No, you cannot. That spider is
Is
thoroughly
there a
in the way.
window?
There's, I think there's a window here. It looks like, judging by your line of sight, because you can see into the building from there. But if you fly that way, you're going to be open to 2 attacks of opportunity.
Right. All right. I won't worry about that then. mm,
Oh, I should have done the mark thingy. Okay, I gotta remember how to play my character.
Mark thingy? You have a mark?
I have a mark.
That's cool.
too many abilities, and I don't know which ones make sense. I'll start with my bonus action because that one's easy.
Fair.
Spiritual weapon.
You can scoot it up. Yeah, we'll say you can get an attack with that. Against the big boy. Oh, clerics. Low-level clerics, man. So good. Frustratingly good.
Forgot about that. That was the thing from back in the day too. It's like Casey had a cleric and he was just OPAF, and then level 5 hit, and it was like, oh, I'm just okay now.
Yeah.
Attack! That'll hit. So
Got him.
the trident comes flying out of this dilapidated temple at the speed of freaking light and just bam right through it like a gunshot, and it collapses to the ground. So you've got an action. That was your bonus action.
Right. Right.
And a move. God damn it. Yeah, Casey's in the step game around a couple of years ago. Casey's cleric was a fucking nightmare. He's like,
So good.
well, I cast a thunder spell, and because it's a thunder spell, I do like double damage, and then I do this and that, and also because of my channel divinity ability, I'm like, just fucking tell me how much damage you did to everybody. He's like, well, I'm gonna do the math on my calculator really quick. Exponents. How do I do this again? What's the order of operations? 1 billion damage to everybody. I'm like, great, cool, thank you, Casey.
It was fun.
It was. Yeah, I'm glad you had fun.
It's like, oh, you hit me? Well, guess what happens now?
You dare touch me? All right. Anything else, Grace? Or you can also just melee attack this fool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a plebeian.
Just gonna punch a spider. I love
Just
it.
straight up punch it.
Just
in the face.
punch it in the face.
Because why not?
Let's
Just
fucking-
like flaunt your cleric power.
They don't seem like they've been that tough, so I'm just gonna try and smush it with my fist.
Oh my god.
that'll hit. I don't think you can actually kill the spider with your unarmed attack. Yeah, 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that, like, you just turn around and just straight up
Punch a
punch this
spider in
thing
the
in its
face.
stupid eyeball.
Bitch slap its
With impunity.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Why not?
Yeah, so Justice, that's like possibly the most metal port of this game so far, is the Tiefling, after murdering like 6 spiders, just turns around and punches one in its eyeball. All right. Okay, don't care about that guy. Ow, it's your turn.
Okay. I want to just peek in here real quick. Let's
Okay.
see if I can. No spider. Okay, so that was.
Hold on a second. Let's
on.
find out if there's a spider.
Okay. Do I need to make a perception check or something?
You will, yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. Maybe I should add that D4 here. I think I will. How about a 7?
So Al, you peek in, you see this room, which looks like a little bit nicer than, but not by a lot. There's like still spider webs and stuff, but you don't see. It's a dark room, and you don't see a lot in it.
Okay. All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10. Should be able to go here. I think it's been moving me.
Yeah, I saw that. Now you're fine.
Okay.
You're-
Anyways, and that I can see this guy. There's
Yeah,
a window.
There's a window.
So I'm gonna throw an axe at it.
Hell yeah. You'd love to see it.
More than one item with hand axe. Okay. Sorry. I throw an axe.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. Take that.
Plus a
And
D4.
it's a throwing weapon and strength, so I'm gonna get an extra D4 on that.
That's right.
Why not? Why
One
not?
more.
Another one. And another one. So everybody out here, so Justice and Yvonne, you're all shooting stuff at this guy. Justice punches in its eyeball, and a hand axe the size of a person comes hurtling out of this window and just chops this thing in half.
Okay then.
All right.
Good work, Al.
in a really deep voice because he's really big. I got that one.
Okay, that's probably going to be the end of combat, as it were.
Okay.
Uh,
Excuse me, I need to go get my hand axe now. Excuse me, Knave. Excuse me. Could you, could you, Oh God, I'm small again. I retrieve my axe. I retrieve my axe.
very good. Okay, let's take a quick 5-minute break. I have to use the restroom.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
doing? Blap, blap, blap. All right, we are back. So, everybody but Knave is standing outside the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Should I be standing outside the temple?
You do you.
You don't have to do anything. You don't want to do.
Well,
Is there anything to look at?
A lot of dead spiders.
What's in here? Well, can't go that way.
Let's, I guess. Well, now that messy business is taken care of,
I'll just
Oh.
inform you that that other big one got away. I don't know where it went.
well, if we see it, we'll take care of it. Otherwise,
Knave, as you walk past through a lot of these spiders, like up here, as you're walking past, you see something kind of gross.
Okay.
Like you stop and you turn, and like it's actually the smell at first that like catches you off guard. You're like, oh, that's weird. That doesn't like you're not used to the smell of spiders, but you are used to the smell of human blood.
Yeah.
And as you look at one of the spiders, like you realize that inside the spider is a person.
What?
Oh.
I had the spider.
Which one has the person in it?
All of them.
All of them have people in them?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
And not
Are they
like not like eaten, you know, not like nom nom, because that's not how spiders eat. But like,
yeah.
you can make an Arcana
Alright.
check.
This is gross, but I'm gonna like cut open their bellies and see if it's just I'm gonna
Sure.
like let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check or a Medicine check.
Arcana would be good.
Dave,
I'm trained in Arcana.
what are you doing, Dave?
Yeah, I'm
Right.
looking in the door here too.
Do
Expect
I get
everybody
that
like,
1d? Do I get that 1d4 bonus?
yep, you sure do.
Still within 30 feet of Al. It's not been 10 minutes yet.
Oh, it was so close to an 18.
So you like start, you take your knife, start
Gross, Dave! Oh, come on!
cutting around, but it doesn't really shed any light on the situation.
What on earth are you doing, Knave?
Well, look, is there anything like? Is there like a human in there at all, or I can't do anything. I am not.
You know,
I
it's
didn't roll.
you didn't really roll super. So
Yeah. Okay.
let me rephrase. You as you cut it open, there is definitely like a human inside the spider. You just have no idea what the hell.
Well, so I can show them. Like, look.
Mm-hmm.
So I show them, and I go, look.
What the hell?
All right.
What the hell?
That doesn't.
Hey, that guy? Please.
That doesn't make any sense.
There's some witchcraft here.
I'm gonna investigate the. Which one did he do? This one here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna fly over to this one, these three here, and I'm gonna investigate that one, I guess.
All right.
And
Make me a Arcana check.
I will use the thing that will later on come back to bite me in the ass. Tides of Chaos. Give myself advantage on the roll because I'll probably need it. And Arcana.
Yeesh.
I can't see what it rolled. Must not have been good. 12.
12.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put the radioactive symbol on you to remind me that you are a problem for future Steve.
Excellent.
None of that, Casey. I still can't get over the fact that Imagine Dragons wrote a diss track and like it became like a huge hit. It's like it's just I don't know why it irritates me as much as it does, but it irritates me. Like
Who were they dissing?
all the haters that said they weren't gonna make it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the song "Thunder" by Imagine Dragons. It's a diss track. Like y'all
No
thought we
wonder
were.
I don't like that song.
You all thought we weren't gonna make it, but we did. So,
I mean, to
the
be
thunder.
fair, I didn't know who they were before that song. So
They did the radioactive song. It had a great music video with Muppets killing each other. It was great.
you think I have TV?
You have an internet?
Yeah.
A TV? What is this? What, the 90s? You watch music videos on your television?
I only use the internet for porn.
Well, that's fair. And to play D&D.
And well, but how do you know I'm not also watching porn?
I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying that they're
Hopefully mutually exclusive.
this
Mostly?
is a
I won't tell you about the deep fake I have of you then, Bobby.
I can stand to hear a little bit more
Oh,
about
to
it.
kick.
Vote to kick. Yes, seconded.
All right, DM me. Anyway.
No, but you're the DM, Steve.
Oh shit.
Well, in the
I don't have
porn,
eyebrows.
he's the DM in more than one way.
I'm trying to waggle my eyebrows, but I forgot I don't have any. Just like make me look like. Yeah. So, Yvonne, you look at this. You pretty much the same as Kyle. You're like, what the hell?
All right, you guys stand back. You don't know anything. This is ridiculous.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Of course.
It's just
Of course.
Okay.
You need to do a little reading to be able to understand things like this.
So, the medicine check will not give you the explanation as to how this happened, but it will give you a more descriptive detail as to what is happening, which basically looks like these spiders are actually humans that have had spiders grown around them.
what did that don't make no sense.
Obviously.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
How do
They're
you grow a
people
spider
with
around you?
spiders that grew around them.
So they weren't eaten by the spiders.
They grew spider.
The people.
You're saying that these are a bunch of Spider-Men.
Is it contagious?
I don't think so.
I start to like rub my hands on stuff. It's like
The classic way to get rid of things is to just rub your hands on stuff.
Of
Yeah.
course. As you do.
Figure out who group mom is and start wiping your hands on their skirts. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, do we know what this Sam person looks like?
We have like a rough description, I think.
You know that
Like-
she is a half elf.
Yeah. Imagine she probably has glasses because she's like an accountant. You know.
I misheard it, but slightly, and heard the spam person.
Heard the
Probably,
spam person,
Probably
so-
hair in a bun.
It's like, what spam person are we trying to track down?
Well, I think we need to take the time to open up all of these spiders,
She looks roughly
And-
like that.
see if we can't make sure there's not a Sam person around.
Okay. I'll go check the big one, I guess.
So who's cutting spiders open to look for half elves?
I think
Yeah,
we all
I
are.
am.
I'm gonna pass on that one.
Okay.
Do we got to roll for each one?
No. Just make me. Each of you can make me a medicine check.
Oh, goody. I'm gonna add my.
By
circumstance.
each of you, I mean anybody who's cutting into spiders.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't have equipment for that.
All right, why not?
I did good, guys.
All right, so Al, you're just like ripping legs off and like throwing it aside.
Yeah.
So fun story. One time, I took my brother Jack when he was much younger to his first crab restaurant. Like he had never had crab before. And it was one of the most amazing dinners of my life because he would take a crab leg and he'd crack it. He'd go crack, and then he'd eat it because it's delicious. Crab is great. But for like an hour, we got like this bucket of crab legs, and he'd dip it in butter, or he before dipping, he'd crack it and go crack, and like not throw up, but this close every single time. It was amazing. It was one of my favorite experiences. So that's what I imagine Al, like, you like crack a spider, like, you're like, oh, and then you keep going, you know.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but between Knave and Justice, you crack open all the spiders and you pull a bunch of people out.
I imagine like by the time I'm done, I just have ripped the legs off and that's it. I'm like, okay, this one's ready to be cut open now.
Are there
Uh,
any identifying commonalities among the identities of the people and the spiders?
No, that's a really good question. They're all there's an elf, a dwarf, mostly humans though, a halfling. There's seems to be no commonality. They're all different ages, genders.
Is there any markings on them?
Not that you can notice so much. They're all naked and covered in spider goo right now, and they're
Are
all
they dead?
very, very dead.
Oh, okay. They're all dead.
Are the ages different? Is there anything unique about the person in the big spider?
The person, the big spider, looks to be a middle-aged man, dark hair, kind of white at the temples, human.
Maybe we should find out where that other one went. The one that got away.
The
I
other
don't suppose
question.
anyone tried talking to the spiders before we killed them all.
Oh, I don't speak
Well,
spider.
Well, but there were
We had no idea.
humanoids in there, so.
That's
Yeah, but how the hell were we supposed to know that there were humans inside these spiders?
Well, it does give some credence to the let's try and track down the surviving spider idea. Because if there's humanoid in there, we could potentially communicate, get more
Wait, I had a good
information.
idea.
Well,
Were any of the bodies like people we had met?
No.
Okay.
No people you have met. No gnomes. Because I know that's another question coming up. None of them was the person. Was Patrice.
And none of them are Sam. Okay. What? Does anybody know anything about elven religion, ancient religion? Looking around like the temple.
Yeah, you see, there's an altar back here.
I'm what do you call it? Trained in religion. If that's a check I can make.
Yeah, you can make if you want to inspect the altar. You can make
Well,
a.
I don't see any spiders along the.
Has it been more than 10 minutes? Do I still get that bonus?
Well, say no. It's probably been more than 10 minutes at this point.
Okay.
With all the
it's
spider
about
checking.
cutting out stuff. Yeah.
Nah, there's a sigil inscribed on the altar of a broken arrow. But there's no writings.
Nothing that.
No,
Okay.
yeah, that's
I'm just looking for spider motifs. If there's any spider motifs in the church,
good question. There are not any spider motifs.
I'll keep an eye out just in case.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Al's on the case.
Oh, is this not a door here? Is that a window?
No, the door's here.
If you want to move in, let me know. There's supposed to be a door there.
Yeah, I was gonna move in and check out these other rooms.
There you go.
Just gonna do some exploration and investigation. And this door opens. That's good. Figured I'd check out.
Pause. All right. So, Yvonne, in this right over here, you see what looks to be a webbed up humanoid.
Oh,
Justice, you walk into this room over here. Make me a perception check.
what's your passive perception? Like 18?
It is high. Yes.
What is your passive perception?
18 maybe. Yes.
So, Justice, you see this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mistakes.
It's like curled up in shadow. like you like do one of the, like you basically do a double take. You like see it and then you're like, oh my god, because it looks like a humanoid torso attached to the body of a giant spider. And as you walk into the room, like you see its eyes flash open, and it's clearly looking
Nope.
at you, but it hasn't moved.
Nope. 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 Can I back out of the room
All right,
and
hold on. One second. 1 second. All right. So Bob, as I said before, you don't see this thing up here. You just see the wrapped up humanoid.
Okay. Well, I'm probably going to see if I can free the wrapped up humanoid, I guess.
Okay. Let's start with Bob. Grace will get back to you in just a second. Yours is going to be more dramatic than Bob's, so we're gonna go ahead, Bob. You can cut at the webbing, or you can try and rip it off.
I will cut at the webbing. I'll try to be I'll be delicate, just because if there's someone in there, I don't want to hurt them.
That is awfully damn considerate of you.
Otherwise, I just light it on fire. But that's not a kind thing to do.
Okay, go ahead and shoot
There
your
you
shot.
go. What do we call that? Dagger dex attack? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like a regular attack.
Okay. Inventory, daggers, dagger. Wait a second. Is it going to use strength? I don't want it to use strength. Do that.
All right, yeah. So roll some damage.
Okay. Oh, okay. Foundry's lagging out a little bit, but here we go. Do some damage. Take that, webbing. Get
Alright.
damage for...
All right, good
3.
enough. So you start, you basically start cutting through the webbing. It's difficult because your dagger keeps getting caught on it,
Mm-hmm.
but you rip through it, and you pull it and you tear at it, and it is definitely Sam.
Okay.
You check their pulse really quick, and they are alive.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Pause right there.
Sure.
Justice, what were you doing?
backing up
Okay,
out of the room?
go ahead. All right, so Nave and Al, you see Justice like leap in through this like broken down wall here. She leaps in, and like just a few seconds later, she leaps right back out, and she's red skin, but she's looking kind of pale. She's looking kind of a little pink.
Currently.
Yeah, a little pink skinned. Oh, one second. Sorry about that, guys.
All good.
And I will say that the horde of spiders we already killed doesn't seem to be the scariest thing in this place.
What?
There's
Huh?
There is something very I don't recommend going in that room.
Well, I want to look.
Go in there.
Ah,
They both go in
Don't do
immediately.
it. Don't
So,
do it.
Nave and Al, you guys walk up, and you guys see basically it's a centaur if the top half was an elf and the bottom half was a giant spider. Either one of you can make an Arcana check, or both of you can make an Arcana check.
I'll make one.
Oh, Al. All right, neither of you know shit about butts. All right, so
Monster.
so this creature, who here do either of you three, Justice, Al, or Nave, do any of you speak Elven?
Hold on. Where is
No.
that on my thing? Hold on, let me check my.
I cursed and draconic at it, and I'm getting ready to throw it.
I do speak
Hand at her,
Elvish,
so.
yes. I do speak Elvish.
That's right. I remember now, Nave, that you were talking with the coroner.
Yeah.
Corner.
Yeah.
Justice, do you speak Elven?
I don't.
You don't. All right. So this creature, in Elven, so to Justice and Al, this language that is speaking sounds hella sinister. Knave to you, it still sounds sinister, but it's you can understand what it's saying.
Mhm.
And what it's saying is, "Who dares disturb this temple?"
I'm like fumbling with my hand axe.
Can I? I mean, I'm a monster hunter.
Huh?
Can I just shoot it with my crossbow thing?
You want to start by shooting?
All right. Well, I guess we're just we're rolling initiative is what we're doing.
My God.
Yeah.
I forget what those things are called, but
Alright.
never mind.
All right. 1 second.
We might be
Initiative! All right. So it yells in Elvish, and you start pulling out your crossbow, and Al starts pulling out an axe, and it sees it, and it pulls out a blade that is black as midnight. It like pulls a sword out, and as it pulls it out, you hear like the screams of people being murdered. So it's initiative
Oh.
time, and Justice, you get to go first. Yvonne, we'll get to you in just a second, friend.
Okay.
Oh, how big is this opening between the crumbled wall?
It's big enough for a giant spider to get through.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like smaller. In that case, I wouldn't have pulled out my crossbow, if that's okay.
That's fine.
It would've been my
A
sword.
weapon. Yeah.
I thought it was more like a little like crawly hole, but
No, it's big enough.
that's what she said.
Okay. You're still starting a fight though. So okay. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Begin combat.
All right, we can work with this. Foolhardy colleagues. How far is Yvonne?
I am
You're far. You're way off
30,
in
40
nowhere.
feet away from you.
Okay. Then I'm going to
Privately roll some dice.
we need some less action, I think. But I'll cast it at first level, just on the three of us.
It's a good spell.
I'm gonna bless myself. Blessed.
And then
A lot of these things look exactly the same. Oh, there you go. Blessed knave.
that my headset died.
Blessing on
I
you.
will fix that in a second, but then I will bonus action spiritual weapon. Oh shit, that's not gonna be my. No, I have 2 slots left. Okay, do it.
All right. I'm just gonna throw it up there. It's this guy up here.
going on?
We're waiting
know.
for Grace to fix her headset.
Oh.
Am I in the middle of my turn still?
You are. You cast spiritual weapon, but that means you can
Oh
make
shit! Sorry,
You have to do the attack with it too.
my bad. I forgot that I
Like,
can cast it and
Why is
attack at the
everyone
same
staring
time.
at each other?
Casey came back
Yeah,
to
that's
block.
gonna miss.
Okay. Sorry, I wouldn't have stalled things
That's
if
no
I
problem.
realized it wasn't done yet.
I thought you had something really important to say. That's why we were waiting. Okay. Yep. You miss. And that's you got a move action left.
It's like, come out of here.
I moved. Here
Okay.
we go.
Sounds good. You move to the hole in the wall.
Best place to be.
All right. It's this guy's turn. Let me take a quick look.
I will be back.
Give me 1 second. Just taking a quick look. Should have done this before the game. I apologize. I knew this was coming, and yet here I am. Okay. Okey-dokey. It's going to do that. He's going to attack Knave, who's right in the doorway there.
Mm.
It's 12 hit.
Nope.
Oh my god! There's a hit! Look at that.
That one is a hit.
3 attacks. Oh
Oops.
lordy.
That was not the thing I meant to hit. All
9? Uh-oh.
No. 8.
8?
Rolling a
Wait.
d20 for damage too.
Oh.
No, the first one I rolled an attack instead of damage. So it's actually 9 damage.
9?
Yes.
Okay. I shouldn't have started this fight.
All right.
What?
All right. So the elf screams, "Shevarash demands blood for blood!"
Throw an axe at it.
And anybody who has religion can roll religion.
The only person who can understand Chef Harash.
Is Knave. Knave, you can roll religion.
I'll roll religion.
Go for it.
Sorry, I was
Here.
reading my hyper.
Chef Harash.
So because I'm actually going to give you advantage on this because you do speak Elven. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll me another one.
I'll
also.
roll it again.
Oh.
11. 13 was better than.
All right, you do not know who Shevarash is. You're like, I don't know what that means. Give me 1 second to just double check a thing. Okay, Al, it's your turn.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a hand axe at
Why not? Go for it.
because it scared the bejesus out of me.
Yep.
That'll hit. Yeah. For 9 damage. That's pretty good for a fucking hand axe. All right.
And then I'll draw my sword. And can I second wind as a bonus action? I forget. Let me look.
I don't remember.
Yes. And I take a breather.
Yeah. For how much? Not bad. It's respectable.
Yep.
Yeah. Good choice.
All right, you got a move left.
I'll move up to there.
All right, Knave, it's your turn.
Oh, I did slashing damage, so its speed is reduced.
Very nice.
Ooh, snap.
Yeah. So bonus action. I'm going to I'm gonna werewolf.
Yeah, that would be a good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me check on my kids real quick.
Yeah.
Ugh, kids. Ugh. Yeah, more details. So what does being a werewolf do for you?
So so this is the first time we've done it in combat. So I just pulled up because I just used Beyond the Beyond 20 because that's where this is. So what if I just so I'm assuming it's kind of like shapeshifting as a druid as far as the rules go.
You can use the fuse. Like this feature replaces the rules for lycanthropy. You have feral might. Oh, you get the following benefits. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, +1 to damage rolls, resistance to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage, +1 AC.
Dang.
You apply your Crimson Right feature to your unarmed strikes. If you start your turn with fewer hit points than half your hit point maximum, you go crazy. Okay.
So sorry, what's the hit points? Oh, how many hit points do I have then? What did it say?
If you start your turn with fewer hit points than half your hit point maximum.
I did.
Okay, then you might have to make a wisdom saving throw, which is actually.
Oh wait.
The next.
Well,
turn,
I guess the question is, do I get? Is it like a druid shapeshift where you get those max hit points when you shapeshift?
No. You don't get bonus HP. What happens is if you start your turn with less than half HP, then you might go crazy.
No, but that's okay. So when you're a druid and you shapeshift, right? Say you had 10 hit points left as a druid and you shapeshift into a bear, you get those bear hit points.
Correct. This is not how this works.
Yeah, hyper form for you is not like druid wild shaping.
Okay, that's a bummer because I would have gotten a lot of hit points. Okay, so I had the same amount of hit points as I just did?
Yes.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's going to be less than half.
All right, well, if you start your turn with that amount, then we need to...
Okay, well, I started my turn with it.
Yeah, but not while you were transformed.
Just transformed, so you transformed after the start of your turn.
Okay.
So, curious question, has anybody seen Nave turn into a werewolf before?
Hell no.
Didn't he do it on the boat that first night that we jumped on?
No, he did not.
Oh, okay. I don't know. We've been working together the longest. I'm not sure if we have. It's up to you, Nave.
It got
You definitely know that I turn into a like we've had that conversation.
Okay.
You have probably. I would say we've worked long enough that you have probably seen it.
Okay.
The other ones though, I don't do it often, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I try not to.
Yeah.
So the other two almost certainly have not seen it.
No,
Okay.
definitely
And
not.
I would imagine that Al probably doesn't, because you're very new to the group, right?
Yeah.
100%.
So Al probably doesn't know how long has Justice been working with us?
Justin.
A while. A while.
If it's been, I would say if it's been more than a year, then Justice knows. That hasn't seen it.
Okay.
So everybody but Al, basically.
Yeah. Al is freaking out and thinking that this monster that just attacked Nave has somehow turned him into another monster.
Okay.
All right, and then now I get to attack.
You do.
All right, so I'm gonna do a predatory. I'm gonna do a. I get to choose if it's strength or dex, and I'm gonna do a strength. I get a +1 to my strength as well.
You get +1 to damage rolls.
Okay.
And then the predatory strikes is you can still use your equipment, by the way, so you could still use your sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
But if you wanted to use unarmed attacks, it's a D6.
And you get 2 attacks.
Okay, well then I would still use my sword because why wouldn't I?
No, if you use unarmed attacks, it says you get to use 2 attacks.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. Additionally, when you use the attack action to make an unarmed strike, you can make one additional unarmed strike as a bonus action.
He can just like
Yeah.
feral claw to hell
Yeah.
and back.
So instead of
Multi-attack, you say? Me too.
yes.
Yeah, I'll do that then. So
Alright.
we're gonna do.
So you drop your sword.
I'll drop my sword, and then just. So no extra to the attack, just normal. Oh, I didn't mean to roll advantage. Shoot, sorry. I'll re-roll that.
That's two rolls. You can just say one hit and one probably didn't.
Yeah, that's fine. One hit,
Okay.
one missed.
All right, so damage. I still get my bonus for blood,
Mm-hmm.
and then I get just a +1. It's a +1 and just a +1 damage.
Correct.
And whatever your strength modifier is, I guess.
Yeah, that'll be included in the damage.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Not a bad hit.
No.
All right, so Knave howls, turns into a wolf man, and just starts going aggro on this creature. Okay, very good. Yvonne,
I hear chaos.
You hear screaming. You hear a bloodthirsty howl, and I'm gonna roll you into initiative.
And Al just saying, "Oh God! Oh God! Oh Jesus!" Or whatever.
Whoever
deity.
Jesus is the
Whatever
goblin.
the D&D equivalent to Jesus's.
In this setting, technically, I think we established that Jesus was a goblin.
Mhm.
All right, Justice. It is the top of the initiative, and it is your turn.
Alrighty. I'm going to run over here to soothe the good doggy
Good doggy.
Wow.
with some cure wounds.
Not bad. Actually, no,
And
that wasn't great. But
yeah,
Knave, you're healed for 7.
I'll take it.
I don't know if that helps, but
I mean, it definitely helps.
I'm gonna.
I am still less than half.
Well, I should have done a different thing that would have helped you more then. But I didn't, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do a trident strike.
Attack. That will miss.
Oh
Bummer, man.
man, this
It
thing
was
is
a
harder to
you
hit.
bless, right? Yeah, I don't think I added the bless. Oh no, spiritual weapon doesn't get bless. Never mind.
Correct. All right. Anything else, Justice?
I guess I'll back up over here.
It's not a bad idea. All right. Okay. God damn it! I keep hitting the escape key and it closes out my combat tracker.
Yeah, I have that issue when I'm like moving, trying to go from one token to the next, and I hit escape. It like closes all their windows. I'm like,
No. Yeah. Same.
All right, we're gonna be doing this again. Knave. That'll hit.
God damn, that will hit even with my bonus to AC.
Knave.
Oh,
Oof.
oh boy.
Al.
Nah.
Nah, that's not gonna hit. All right, you get hit for 16. Actually, 18 technically.
Jesus.
I'm down.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this we
Mistakes
might
were
have-
made.
Yeah, we picked a fight above our weight class here, big time. But
I forgot I was already injured.
All
I
right.
could have helped you in so many better ways than what I did.
And he screams something else in Elvish, and nobody here speaks Elvish. So, Al, you watch as this spider person snicker snack
Yeah.
three lightning fast blows, and Nave falls to the ground, bloody.
Yeah. Yeah. Dave! Dave! I'll snake roll.
That'll hit.
Cool. Gonna mark it.
You mark it. All right. We'll just put a little shieldy guy next to him. It's not holy shield. It's marked. Then. So Casey, you hit it, and the black blade, flares with black fire, and like it slashes out at you.
Ooh. Okay.
it's got a reaction attack, just in case 3 attacks around wasn't enough.
Apparently.
But it misses.
Oof, good thing.
I parried it.
You're no, oh, no way. All right, unwavering mark. When you hit with the melee
wait a
attack,
Yep. Go ahead.
within oh, you can axe the surge. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I can.
All right, so if it attacks anybody else, you can attack it to do bonus damage. Okay, go for it, Al. Get some.
Oh, I didn't have the D4.
Hero mode.
That will hit.
Nice. And damage. Better damage this time. That's better.
Yeah, that is better.
Not bad.
Like I parried that one and then I attack it again. Now I'm done. Now I'm
Alright.
tired.
Yvonne.
Okay, so I am not close to finishing unraveling this person, right?
Well, you've unraveled them, but yeah, they're not conscious.
Okay.
They're kind of like. You know,
Okay, I'm gonna take a dash action.
Okay.
I think, because I can't get to that. Right, this is as far as I can get without. So I'm gonna take a dash action to get into the room, and that'll still leave me 25 movement worth of stuff.
Give me one. Hold on. Give me 1 second here.
You're trying to do
I
the
think-
touch.
No, I'm trying to see. I think there might be a. I'm having trouble. Whoops. Sorry, I'm not meaning to rotate your token.
That's fine. I was like, what's happening to me? I don't know. I'm gonna try to move.
But you have like line
this.
of sight into the. So where you were.
Yeah, for
like,
some reason
you
I
have, like-
do have line of sight into
so
that room.
I think there's a window like here into that.
I
room.
see.
It's hard. Oh, you know what? This is actually a doorway. Like this is like
Okay.
a hall thing. It's just a shitty dungeon alchemist thing. So this is actually like a thing.
I mean, I don't want to go in there. I'm going around, so
Okay,
it's
go ahead.
totally fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. This is 30. Oh, froze me there. If you could move me to this square across the wall to the left, this one, then I'd be in the right room. That's 35 feet, and then I'm gonna go 40, 45, 50, 55, and then I'm going to use 2 of my 4, what are those called? Sorcery points to quicken spell Cure Wounds
Nice.
on our good buddy Knave. As soon as my spellbook will open. Which it won't for some reason. I'll try closing the sheet and reopening the sheet. Maybe that will fix it. Yeah, okay.
And
Game?
I'm also gonna need you to make me a Tides of Chaos roll.
Okay.
Issue is radioactive AF.
I
Harold,
what the hell?
I can roll it for you.
It won't switch off. Okay, here we go.
You got
I
it?
got it. Yeah. Consume available usage. Yes, please. Healing. Normal roll.
Hey.
Hey, pretty
Things
good.
happened. Yeah, there you go. And it's a D8 plus my charisma modifier, not just 8. So 8 plus 4 is 12. Get healed for 12, knave.
All right.
And then I will roll this die, and things will happen.
A 12. Roll a d10.
Uh-oh.
Roll a D10. There you go. There's a D10.
You grow
Roll
10
the-
inches.
Oh. Okay. What in the hell?
Yeah, you just like. "Burp, burp, burp." There's a Mario Brothers noise, and you're actually quite a bit taller.
Oh, okay. He's 10
he,
inches.
like,
It's a
doubled in
lot
size?
for. I mean, I'm not doubled in size because Wizards is coward, so I'm not tiny. I'm just small. But yeah, still, it's a significant increase in height.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh?
But
Like,
otherwise, entirely benign.
Oh, good. And that's my turn.
Okie doke. Knave, you are prone, but you are no longer unconscious.
If you can hear me, get the hell out of there! If you're still there! If there's any semblance of Knave left.
Actually, I am supposed to be. Sorry, why did it move me? There we go.
I don't want to have to kill you too.
I just well look I'm back in human form.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Oh, okay.
so I'm gonna stand up.
All right, that's half your movement.
That's fine. And I'm gonna shake it off.
Stay up.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
And then I'm gonna
This too.
stab it with a longsword.
Okay.
It's what you do.
Remember, you're blessed.
Yeah, you get a D4.
D4.
That will not hit.
17 does
No.
not hit. Oh boy.
Oh no.
All right. Well, I'm gonna spit out some blood and get ready to die again.
Okie doke. Justice, it's your turn.
We're in trouble, boys. Okay. I've got choices, but I think everyone's in bad shape at this point. Everyone's been hit, right?
Everyone but Yvonne, but
I mean,
that's
I'm
fine.
fine. I'm fine.
You're
You
fine.
haven't taken any damage, Case?
I was hurt, but I used my
Your
second win,
win,
so I'm
that's right.
almost full.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna do one thing then. I'm gonna run up here and I'm going to cast my last spell slot from this to cast protection from good and evil on Knave. 'Cause I think otherwise he's gonna die again.
No. I guess we don't know that. So never mind.
All right. You cast protection from good and evil on Knave.
Then I'll take a swing with my spiritual weapon.
Go for it. That is going to miss, unfortunately.
This is ridiculous.
No.
All right, we need to just run away. We need to turn around, disengage, take off.
I don't think we can outrun this thing.
I don't care. I think that it just wants us. Well, I guess I don't know what it wants because I don't speak Elvish, but it sounds evil, and we need out of here. Okay. That's all I got.
Okay. Right. Okay. Al, you've got this guy
Marked.
marked.
Yeah. Unwavering mark.
So, yeah, I mean, that being the case, he's going to go ahead and do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not going to hit.
It's more like it.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. That'll hit.
How much does it hit by, Casey? 6?
A lot.
Okay.
So,
Only one.
only one hit
All right. That's not too bad, I guess.
for 5.
That's fine.
That's fine. That's nothing. Al, it's your turn.
Okay. I attack it back.
Fair enough.
Hey.
That'll hit. Look at you.
Okay. Mark it again. It's reducing its speed again.
Okay. Once again, its black sword flashes.
Yeah.
God, but I can't roll for shit this game. Oh my god. All right.
I'm a hero. I'm a hero mode, guys.
You're gonna hear Al is definitely hero moding it. All right. Anything else, Al?
That's all I got.
Yvonne,
Unless you want to recharge my second wind.
you see this enormous, scary creature. You don't speak Elven, do you?
I do not speak Elven.
All right. Oh, actually, as it attacks, Knave, you hear it scream, "Blood demands blood! You shall suffer for defiling this temple!" Anyway, Yvonne, it's your
Blood
turn.
demands blood indeed.
Let's see. I guess I gotta see. Can I channel spell slots to use when you cast a spell? Use the. Okay, I have to look that up later. So instead, I'm just going to cast Ray of Frost because it's what I've got. Normal.
That's not fireball.
I don't have Fireball. I missed.
You did miss. Anything else, Bob? You got a bonus and a move.
No, sadly, I'm not that useful in this situation.
All right. Knave.
All right. Things aren't going well. So I'm going to hit it with a sword.
Classic.
I get an extra 1d4.
It's damage. Or no, to hit because you're blessed. That's right.
God
Oh.
damn it.
Unfortunately, that will be a miss.
All right, then I'm just going to just scream.
Rah! All right. Justice. The boys are all, you're like, we should leave. And they're like, no. And they're keep fighting.
All right. Dumb, foolhardy. party. If we're gonna do this, then at least work together.
Actually,
Give him
when I
another
scream, I
D4.
want to scream back in Elvish, blood for blood.
All right, you scream back blood for blood, and the creature's eyes like flash with respect, but no less violence. In fact, possibly even more violence. But there's definitely like you scream back blood for blood, and there is definitely a feeling of genuine like finally somebody fucking gets it. You don't know how long this creature's been in this stupid temple, but finally it's met a kindred spirit. And because of
we
that,
are-
it will show you no mercy.
That sounds right.
All right.
Trident! Oh my god, that'll hit.
Finally.
Yes. Nice. Chipping at it. We're
That ain't-
chipping at it.
That ain't nothing.
Chip, chip.
All right, you got a move and a standard action left.
I used my standard action to cast Emboldening Bond on Alan Nate.
Oh, I see that right up there.
Get
Okay,
more
great.
D4s because that one would have made a difference for Knave now a couple times.
I mean, adding a 2d4 to attacks now, that's awesome.
It is pretty good.
That is pretty good.
All right, I guess you have a move left if you'd like to move.
I'm fine. I would love to run away, but I'm not going to do it without my party, so.
Recharge. Failure.
So
Oh,
Justice, out from this doorway, like the giant spider, the mangled spider, like squeezes through, like dragging Icor along. Yeah, and it screams and rushes at you. Everybody else sees this, like, oh shit, no, not this fucking guy. It attacks. Oh my god, I might have hit somebody. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Oh dear.
For 4. And please make me a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
You're blessed. You get a
Okay.
d4.
I am blessed.
No, you're fine. You're totally fine. It's this guy's turn again. God damn it. Okay, so Foundry thing that I don't like, the escape key.
Yeah.
Really starting to piss me off. I've got stuff open and I hit escape key. It's like, no, I'm just gonna close all that. I'm like, no.
What I think I found is like if you hit the ruler button and then go back to character select, that might help you.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it's gonna help me in this specific instance, but that's okay. All right, Al, you still got this guy.
He's still marked.
He's still marked, and he's gonna
As long as
attack
I
you.
continue to attack him, he'll be marked.
Yep. Oh, he's gonna go after you.
Yeah.
18
That
hit.
hits.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Does it hit by 2 or more?
It hits by 1 more.
Okay, perfect. That's exactly the situation I was hoping for. I will use usability.
Oh, I had that. You got that too? I didn't.
I do.
Nice. So you're like, no, and you fling your little fairy wing turns into a metal dragon wing and smacks the longsword out of the way. Love it.
Like it.
2 times
yeah.
per long rest. Awesome. That's super cool. All
I
right.
really like it.
So that's 1.
Uh-huh.
Go back to rolling like Steve, please.
That'll hit. Bob?
Yeah,
Silvery barbs?
I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let that one hit because I think I need to save silvery barbs for a crit.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay.
I think so.
Hit you for 6 case.
Yep.
And then
Taking it with my face.
attack. It's a crit.
And the hibbit.
All right, and I'm gonna need you to roll me a D100 as well, Bob. But
But this time I have not used that feature, so I can roll my d20 to see if I roll a 1.
it recharges on a rest, right?
It recharges on a rest, but when you have me roll on that chart, then I get to recharge it.
Anytime the DM and you regain the use of this feature. All right, cool. So yeah, you roll a D20, you roll the 5, you're safe. And this guy rolls another D20. Oh god, I really hope I crit again. That would be hilarious.
Don't do that. Also, I'm going to give advantage to...
Oh, it's a crit fail instead.
Much better. I'm going to give advantage to Al. Who does more damage, Al or Nave?
I think Nave does more damage.
Okay, I'll give advantage to Nave.
Man, all right. So Yvonne just saved Al's bacon this round. Oh my god.
I am a support. I'm much more supporty than I am damagey.
Okie doke. All right, so the Drider here is visibly frustrated. He's like angry, and he says to he points to Yvonne, and he screams at Elvin, "I will feast on your entrails!"
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
get
that.
the general gist. A
Habba-dabba-dabba-da.
hibbity dibbity dibbity.
Can I reply? I say you will feast on my sword beast.
All right, that's weird. All right, so Al, it's your turn.
I yell back at it and attack. And I have advantage with a D4.
Wait, you have advantage?
Oh, no, you're right.
I gave it to Nave.
You give
Yeah,
it
that's
to
right.
Dave. That'll
I
hit,
don't need
though.
advantage.
You didn't need it.
Driders ain't shit.
Well, there's
Another
some.
8. And it's, it's slashed again and marked.
Slashed and marked. Got that slasher feet.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else, Al?
That's all I got. I'm staying put.
Yvonne, it's your turn again.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on it because that's
Reduce its speed even more.
That's right. Get your speed reduced, sucker.
Oh, well, he's not going anywhere this round.
Yeah, take that. Almost crit. Take that.
I
Normal
rolled a
damage
19.
roll
For 2?
for 2 points of cold.
Damn. Okie doke. Nave, it's your turn.
Yeah, it is. All right, so I have advantage
And you're
And
blessed.
and blessed.
And yes, you have
Oh,
plus
okay.
2d4
And emboldened.
with advantage. You have to
Wait,
hit
two
now.
D4? Oh, because
Yes,
yeah,
2d4
the
plus,
other thing.
and you have the
It's a lot going on.
You have exhausted.
Hey, that's a hit. Look at that. Critical
30?
hit.
30. You just hit a deity.
All right, and then I don't get bonus to I get my 1d4 for damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you're
And
rolling
it's a critical. It's a critical
Critical
hit.
Yeah. Nice.
Woo, that's a
Take it.
solid hit. All right, so your blade like flashes with lightning as you strike, and the Drider screams. It's like 1 part pain to 2 parts outrage, but it is fucking pissed. All right. Anything, Nave? You've got a bonus and a move left.
I do. And I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah. Justice. There's a giant fucking spider running up on you.
So fun. So
Kill it with
fun.
fire?
Kill it with fire. Because I'm out of spell slots for all my fun attacks, but I still have cantrips.
Yeah.
All right. Saving throw DC 14. Fails it.
Yeah.
So you can roll damage.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice.
It was actually
It was
Yeah.
fine.
it had 2 hit points left.
Oh my god.
So
Just to give me a minor heart attack. That's the only purpose that spider served.
it like screeches and runs up on you. You're like, oh no, boom, and it just explodes. All right, you gotta move in a bonus.
Bonus action with the sacred weapon.
Yep.
Nice.
Hey.
Silvery bars. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't have that.
Take that.
One day I'm gonna make a character. I'm gonna make an NPC.
That has silvery barbs.
It has
of course.
silvery barbs, and you guys, everything. He's gonna use every single spell slot.
Uh-huh.
Silver barbs.
Hibbity hibbity.
Hey,
You should be a blade singer.
Yeah, 100%. 9,000 AC with silvery barbs.
Mage armor, shield, sword to AC, intel to AC.
Mm-hmm. All
Yeah.
right. You have a move action left.
I'm good.
All right. You are good. Okay. So Casey, the Drider screams, "Enough!" and starts to. He's gonna start by attacking Knave.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Motherfucker.
Well, yeah, you don't have a 20 AC. Never mind.
Mm-mm.
For shame.
When does this thing?
Oh, it only hits for 4.
So it has disadvantage on the attack.
Oh,
does
yeah,
it?
'cause
Okay.
you have a mark.
It's marked.
Okay. Let's find out if it hits for 4. It hits for 4.
Ah.
You bastard. All right.
Wow.
Okay. And it
Rolled a
does
eight
deal
there.
damage. So on my turn, I get to make a special attack
Do you make it now or do you make it on your turn?
on my turn because
Okay.
I have to use a bonus action to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's going to attack Knave again.
Okay. Has disadvantage still.
10 will miss.
Definitely.
And then its third attack, it will it'll attack Al this time. Which does not have disadvantage.
No,
But it still sucks. Okay.
but it misses.
It misses.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Al, it's your turn.
Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna make attack.
Your
Yeah, you
special attack. Oh, no, that's right. That's not.
Or
I don't think I've seen you use this special attack.
this is normal attack
That'll hit. Yeah.
or normal damage.
Nothing like getting to roll add plus 10 to your attack.
All right.
Whew.
And then special attack as a bonus action. Or I get, what does it say? Hold on. I think I get +2 damage. I get advantage on this.
Cool. Oh, rolled off the 20.
That will hit.
And this gets to add +2. Ugh,
Aw,
minimum damage.
still. So good.
Still pretty good.
Still a solid hit.
Yeah. Okay. That is action and bonus action, and I'm staying put. It's still marked.
Okay. Yvonne, it's your turn.
All right, Yvonne is going to do something totally original. Ray Frost.
Yeah. That will hit.
All right. Nice. Then we will do damage, normal roll. That's okay. 4 points of cold damage. Fine. Speed's reduced by 10.
Oh yeah, slashed.
And that's it for Yvonne.
Okay. Makes it Knave's
You have
turn.
so many hit points.
Yeah. We're
right.
fighting a serious thing.
We're going again.
Yes, we are.
I still got advantage.
You have
No.
advantage from. Did you use that already, or did you not from my silvery barb?
So
used
yeah,
it.
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
But I still get the 1d4 to hit, right? For bless.
Correct.
2d4.
2d4.
No, that's
plus
2d4.
Embody, embolden, whatever the other thing that Justice did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh,
That will miss.
gotta roll above an 8.
Oof. Or roll better on those d4s.
Well. That's it.
Justice!
Okay.
We'll let our cleaner take care of it.
I know. Here she comes. She's gonna crit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Twice.
I have to decide whether I want to be supporty. No, I have to be supporty. I don't have any spell slots to do super cool stuff. So I'm going to use my action to do Channel Divinity.
This I don't think you have ever used.
When you move within 5 feet of another creature in this action, you can heal 2d6 plus. Or so yeah, you can move right there and heal everybody for
Boing.
2d6 plus 4. All right, let's see it. Dang! So everybody heals
Wow.
for 13. Whew!
Ooh, really?
Nice.
That's a great ability. My God.
Wow.
Yeah, seriously. And you
Feel
don't provoke
better.
attack opportunities? Wow.
That was huge.
And then I will swing my trident.
The balm of peace.
Oh my God. This fucking trident
Yeah.
is my nightmare.
He's rolled like 18, 19, 19, 18.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get a crit, but you know,
I know.
I'll just I'll have
I
to.
have yet
Okay.
to get a crit with
Okay.
my new feat.
All right, so your trident like pierces this thing, and it's like it's reeling, like its blood is pouring from its torso, ichor is pouring from its abdomen. It looks really, really messed up. Anything else, Justice? I see you moved back again.
Hiding out over here again, just because I feel safer.
Yeah. I always feel safer when Al and Nave are in between you and the monster. 100%.
All right,
With extra distance.
so we're
when
just gonna do
possible.
this. So the Drider, like it's like staggering, and it looks at Nave and it says blood for blood, and it takes its sword and stabs itself through the chest,
It has disadvantage. No.
and then vomits up black blood, and then collapses.
Oh,
And that's a good place to end the game for now.
If I had cure wounds, I would cast it on that thing right now.
All right, good game,
That
everybody.
thing was scary.
That was very scary. Triple attack. That. Whew,
Yeah.
that was a blender fight at the beginning there. I thought for sure we were done for, but
yeah. I think
Al
we
has
need
a
a
great
long
AC.
rest. I think
so too.
that
But
would
we
be
have
kinda
stuff on
nice.
the floor.
I mean, I'm actually okay. I'm at full hit points.
I literally just had forgot, like, for whatever reason, I just completely forgot that I was, like, at, like, 9 hit points, and I was like, I'll attack this. Oh, that was a mistake.
I'm at
spells
9
come back in a
HP.
short rest.
No, spells come back
Spells
on a
do not
long
unless
rest.
you're a warlock. We need you
I
and
need
I
a long
both
rest.
could benefit from a long rest.
Just a short rest. I'm fine. Like,
I've got 3 spell slots left, and
See, you're fine.
no.
3. You have 3.
I have 0 spell slots. Your
Justice.
cleric has
The
0 spell
important
slots
person
left.
has 0 spell slots.
So you
Yeah.
want more healy things?
Between
Long
Justice,
rest, please.
so like Al just like face tanked everything this combat. He's just like fucking come at me. I'm like, God damn it! And I can't roll apparently. Like that
Yeah.
Drider had a great attack roll. I'm just like, nah. And then Justice is like, I think I'm just gonna cast a spell and kill something. I'm like, great, why not? That spiritual weapon killed what 3 spiders, 4 spiders. It's just
At
like
least.
yeah, just like
Yeah.
blap 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 blap. I think you rolled a 19 on most of your rolls. It was
most-
amazing.
I was
Yeah.
a little excessive with like, let's try all of my things this time, but I used so much during the just like, let's smush spiders really fast, and then we had the big. It's like, oh, I should have saved some stuff.
I love the fact that I was able to bring back this giant spider for one last hurrah. And it's like, oh fuck, no, we forgot about that guy. And then, but he only had 2 hit points left, so it's like, well, he tried.
It was scary though. Like when I
It was
came back,
scary.
like, oh no.
And if I missed, I would have had to take a hit before taking him out.
Yeah, if you failed that Constitution save, that would have been. That would not been.
It would have been bad.
Not good.
All
Ended it up.
right. Good game, everybody. Thanks for playing. No, you did not level up.
Oh,
Aw, what?
Spider, Steve.
I know.
90,000 experience points or something. Probably. I don't know.
Actually, let's find out how much the guy was worth. 1 second.
I have no idea. I'm just guessing.
Let me see. He was worth 2,300 XP for you guys. It's quite a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
Tough shit. You don't level up.
Sorrow.
Shame.
It's
Sorrow.
level, Steve.
It was
I
level 6.
know,
It was
I'm
a
so
CR6. It was.
I know, but I'm saying next levels are fifth level.
I-
five.
I know you guys are. I
like-
am never letting you hit 5th level.
What do you guys, or what is your, I don't want to say rule, but like, because we typically do milestone leveling. So like, how do you guys this is just like we could end the stream if you want, because it's just me being curious. Like, how do you decide when we level up? Like, is it a
I use a very scientific process
when it feels like it.
when I feel like it.
okay? No, just curious.
No, it's
Like,
honestly
'cause,
like
you know,
it's actually it's more complicated than when I feel like it. A lot of times it's like, how long have you guys had to play with the abilities you've had in your level? This group has not hardly played with their 4th level abilities at all because D&D is a combat facing game,
Mhm.
and you guys have avoided almost all the combats. So like, this is the first like real 4th level combat you guys have had, and it's been great. Like I pushed you guys to I feel like I pushed you guys to your limit. So
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
and which is perfect, which is exactly where like that's the sweet spot where you're like, well, you guys still have some stuff to do, or where are you gonna push forward, or are you gonna rest? Both are valid. There's things to consider. So as from a DM's perspective, like, it's not quite ready. It's not quite time for you guys to level, but probably soon. Like, that was a really cool fight. XP wise, technically, you guys, according to the XP chart, you're nowhere near leveling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing about milestone XP. I use milestone XP because I've been running shorter games. Like, they've been bookended. Like, typically, I think we've been averaging about 13 sessions for a campaign. Milestone XP is much better for that because it feels better for the players. Because 13 sessions for a D&D game, you're not going to hit 8th level.
No.
You're just not. That's not how it works. So, but it feels bad if you've been playing the same character and you've been doing all these fights and you know you're on a short-term thing. It feels better to be able to like move forward with your character. I think I said next game I'm planning on, if I run another game after this, I think if I run another game, next game I run after this is probably, I'm thinking about doing like a kitchen sink, like balls to the walls combat campaign, just like old school D&D sort of style, in which case I might actually go back to doing XP, just be like, because it'll be different vibe. But for now, I'm doing it just gut feeling. A lot of times you can tell also by like how the players react to things. Like, you guys, like this game, you're like, oh, I have all these cool abilities, you're doing all this stuff, oh, this was tough, this is cool, blah, blah, blah. That's great. That's the vibe you want. But there's a tone, like if you're, as a DM, part of your job is to measure the tone of your group. If they start bitching about little things, like little annoyances, Bob's sitting there going, go on, tell me more. He's taking notes.
I'm already mildly aware of this, but I don't min-max our D&D campaigns.
You mean you don't manipulate the DM
That's fair.
with your logic about how to convince
I mean,
him
Yvonne is as far from a min-max character as I can make him.
Excuse
he's
me.
awesome, though. You
Excuse
saved everyone's ass today.
Excuse me, who took silvery barbs? Don't you
Oh,
tell
oh, oh.
me. Don't
Hold the
you
phone.
fucking dare
A
tell
min-max
me.
character in my mind is the Warlock Paladin Nova Smite, where I'm like, hey, cool, you designed this really fun boss encounter. I attack. The boss dies.
Yeah,
That's
but you,
min-max me.
well, that's a very narrow view of min-maxing, but
That's true.
I appreciate it. But anyway,
But
so
yeah,
yeah,
Silvery Barbs is stupid good. Anyway.
yeah, it's God, I fucking hate that spell so much. It's so good. It's so good.
Is
But
the boss about to crit on my friend? No, they're not.
silvery barbs. Yeah, fucking goddamn it. That was 2 crits you ruined for me tonight. So
Worth every spell slot.
it was fucking great. Use the spell slots. So anyway, the long-winded answer is, yeah, it's gut feeling a little bit, and also it's just making sure everybody's having fun. Part of your job as the DM is the fun facilitator, making sure that everybody's having a good time. That's not a philosophy everybody agrees with. That's the one that I feel is very strongly part of the role. And part of that's leveling up in a way that everybody's having fun. So that's, anyway, I'll stop talking. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream now.